Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, yes, I do have another Star Trek video because, considering it was Star Trek Day a couple of days ago, we had a ton of new trailers for stuff, which I didn't find out about until after that video came out. So, here's another one. Now, we had 5 trailers. Well, we had 5 announcements in this little Star Trek Day event. We had 4 trailers with 5 announcements. I'll start off with Star Trek Discovery, as that's the quickest to cover. And that is that Star Trek Discovery Season 4 will be returning to American audiences on the 18th of November. And I can assume, as has been the case for the last 3 seasons, the day after. So, internationally, Star Trek Discovery Season 4 will commence on the 19th of November. Which is an amazing thing to hear. I didn't think it'd be coming around so soon, but there is a couple of other things I'm really excited for, and I'll build up in my excitement as I go through announcements. So the one that I'm least excited for was the mid-season trailer for Star Trek Lower Decks, as it would appear, unlike the first season, they're doing a week-by-week release. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all within 10 weeks instead of uploading them all at once to Amazon Prime. So, bit of a twist, but okay, sure. Moving on to startrekprodigy. That is a new 3D animated show that appears to be taking place in the Delta Quadrant on some mining planets. I'll admit I'm not too sure of the plot of this show. I'll have to check it out. I've seen that Captain Janeway's coming back as, I think, a hologram on the ship that's been stranded in the Delta Quadrant. Again, the USS Protostar. So, I'm going to have to check this show out when it comes out. Now, for the thing that I'm almost really excited for, I'm really excited for this thing, but there is something else. Star Trek Picard. We had the trailer, the final trailer, I'd assume, for Season 2. And, well, we saw some stuff. For example, we saw the crew of La Serena return to the 21st century. Yeah, Star Trek's come back to the time that we know, which is really weird. So, Star Trek's always gone back to the 20th century because, well, they have done a 21st century back in Enterprise, but that was very early. But it seems that these few episodes of Picard are going to be based in 2021, 2020, who knows. But yeah, so that's the thing, which is really cool. We also have the fact that Q is back, as we found out a few months ago, and we now know that he's kind of screwed something up and would appear to have transported Picard to the Mirror Universe, as we saw what would appear to be Mirror Picard, or a very twisted Federation. I don't know if it was Terran Empire, but it wasn't exactly the United Federation of Planets that we know and love. Who knows, but all I know is that Star Trek Picard Season 2 is going to be phenomenal. Probably better than the first season. Because don't get me wrong, the first season was chef's kiss. But this season is going to be amazing. Now, for the thing I am unquestionably most excited for. We had a little cast announcement for Star Trek Strange New Worlds, in which we saw some screen caps from the show. But I'll go through all the characters first. We had, of course, Captain Pike being reprised by Anson Mount, Spock being reprised by Ethan Peck, and Number 1, aka Una Chin Riley, that is her name, yes, finally, of course being reprised by Rebecca Romijn. And if that name sounds kind of familiar, she was Mystique in the original X-Men films. So, yeah, that's how you know her. But there was a few more characters that were announced. 3 that I'm very excited for, but I'll talk about the 3 new characters first. There was an Andorian called Hemmer. There was a lieutenant called Lieutenant Ortegas. I can't remember the final new character. Apologies to them. I will have it put up on the screen here, if I remember. But there are 3 more characters, which I was very excited to see, because I wasn't expecting them. We had a very deep cut. Dr. M'Benga is returning to the Enterprise, as he did appear in an episode of the original series, so I assume he's going to be filling Dr. McCoy's role, and I'm really happy to see that because I do remember Dr. M'Benga's episode. It was pretty good. I think he was actually in a couple, but it would appear that now he is going to be the actual Doctor on the Enterprise. And then we get into the two characters that I really freaked out about. An actress known as Rebecca Rush is playing Nurse Christine Chapel. Oh yes, Nurse Chapel from the original series is back. Which is quite strange, as in the original series, both Number One and Chapel were played by the same actress, Majel Barrett Roddenberry. May she rest in peace. But it seems that in this show, well, they can't exactly do that, so they've split them. And I've got to say, I'm really excited that Chapel's back. But there is another character that I was amazed to see. Lieutenant Cadet Nyota Uhura. Yes, the comms officer from the original series aboard the Enterprise has returned, and it would appear that Captain Pike has assigned her to her actual station in comms. And oh my god, I freaked out when I found out about this. So that means we now have 2 original series main crew members on board. But there was a couple of other things that kind of sent me crazy. For example, we saw some screenshots of the uniforms and the ship, but I'm going to go through some of the ship stuff first. For example, we saw the transporter room, and they've done good. They've made it look like the original series, but updated. They've even got the actual physical buttons on the transporter pad. Not the touch screen, no, the actual beep boop jelly bean buttons, which I was so happy to see, and that would appear to be a theme across the Enterprise. As, when we saw Uhura, we actually also saw the bridge. And the bridge looks so accurate. Like, again, they've done exactly what they did at the transporter room. They've done the exact same setup, the exact same designs, just updated them a bit, but haven't changed them. So, I was so happy to see that. And the uniforms. The uniforms look amazing. They look just like the original series uniforms. I will even put Captain Pike and Spock's uniforms there. Now, I just have one little complaint about them. You see the collar? That's coloured? That section's supposed to be black, but hey. Or maybe just raise the little black bit that you can see up to that level. But hey. I will take what they've given us. It looks amazing. I'm hoping it looks as good as it does in those screenshots in the show. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date for any other show other than Discovery. We just know that they are coming, most likely next year, but legitimately, Strange New Worlds has me so pumped, because if they've done these refits to the inside of the Enterprise, what's the outside gonna look like? Because I'm pretty sure a few months ago, I made a video discussing what would need to change for Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and I mentioned how crazy different the Enterprise looked from the original series and in Discovery. Because, again, the internals of the ship, including the bridge and transporter rooms, look different to what they do in Discovery. And I'm now thinking, have they done the updates to the exterior of the ship? And if that is the case, I will fully freak out. We sadly do not have the opening sequence for the show, so we don't know if they're reusing the original series theme. They probably will. They will probably recreate the opening, and if they do, you will once again see Cameron completely lose his mind. Yes, I'm talking in the third person about myself. That's how pumped I am for this show. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. So, as always, people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to mine, and Roxanne's, and Frost's YouTube channels. The links are in the description. My sub button is down there. Yep, that big red one. Unless you've already subscribed, then it's grey. Thanks for that, by the way. And once you've done that, don't forget to click all 3 of our bell icons to get all 3 sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why not? And let me know which of these shows you're most excited for. Strange New Worlds for the win. Once you've done that too, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Stereo, and TikTok. And I'll be on live on Stereo again this Sunday. Once you've done that too, oh, by the way, those links are going to be in the description, in the link tree, as always. Once you've done that too, don't forget to follow Roxanne on her blog, and Frost on his Instagram. The links are also going to be in the description below the link tree. And lastly, of course, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends, so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Once again, live long and prosper.